I'm not a monster. I'm just ahead of the curve. This Black Friday, use code PRIEST. Get 30% off. Young LA. Or this Batman. 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 I'm a bat. I'm a bat. I'm a bat. Whoopie-doo. Forget the Batman. Be a Joker like me. And use code PRIEST. And get your 30% off. All these wonderful clothes. You're welcome.
Yo, it's your boy Zerk, and today we gotta talk about something that made me question reality. Lee Priest, legend, owner of the greatest arms in bodybuilding history, just dressed up as the Joker to sell gym clothes. Full makeup, purple suit, doing weird-ass voices, and I'm sitting here like, bro, is this real life? Did someone slip something in my pre-workout? Because the same Lee Priest who told the IFBB to go fuck themselves, who got lifetime banned for being too real, is now dressed as a villain from Batman selling hoodies? We gotta talk about this. First, let me tell you who Lee Priest is. For the young folks who don't know, Lee Priest is one of the greatest bodybuilders who never won the Mr. Olympia. Started lifting at 12 years old. Most kids at 12 playing Xbox. Lee was benching. Became an IFBB pro at 20 years old. That's insane. And here's the thing about Lee. He was 5'4", in a sport where most dudes are 5'10" and taller. But his arms were better than everyone's. 22-inch pythons at like 5% body fat. Lee Priest had the best forearms in bodybuilding, period. And he almost broke Ronnie Coleman. There's a story from back in the day, 1999. Lee Priest is competing at the Arnold Classic. Ronnie Coleman, 8-time Mr. Olympia, is also competing. And Ronnie sees Lee backstage, sees those arms, and Ronnie, the king, apparently had a moment of doubt. Like, damn, maybe I can't beat this dude. That's the level Lee was on. But here's the thing about Lee. He didn't play the game. In bodybuilding, there's politics. You gotta kiss ass, you gotta be nice to the judges, you gotta do what the IFBB says. Lee, nah. Lee said what he wanted. In an era where everyone was lying about steroids, Lee was like, yeah, I use steroids. Obviously, we all do. Why are we pretending? Judges didn't like him? He'd say it. That judging was bullshit. I should have placed higher. Other bodybuilders struggling financially? Lee said, if I win, I'm gonna share my prize money with the guys who place lower. They need it more than me. The IFBB hated that because Lee was exposing the system. He was saying the quiet part out loud. And in 2006, they banned him. Lifetime ban. Why? Because he competed in a rival federation, the PDI. But really, it's because he wouldn't shut up. He was too real, too honest. And the IFBB couldn't control him, so they kicked him out. Most bodybuilders would have been crushed. Getting banned from the IFBB is like getting banned from the NBA. That's your career. But Lee kept competing in other federations. In a sport full of fake natties and corporate puppets, Lee was real. Fast forward to now. Lee Priest is 53 years old, still jacked, but he ain't competing no more. He's doing what every retired athlete does. Brand deals, sponsorships, promotions. And for Black Friday, Young LA, a gym clothing brand, hits him up. Hey Lee, we want you to do a promo. Cool, what you want me to do? Dress up as the Joker. What? Yeah, full makeup, purple suit, doing the weird ass voices, promote the discount code. And Lee said yes. And I'm watching this like, did Lee lose his mind? At first, I thought this was sad. Like, damn, the legend reduced to doing cosplay for discount codes. But then I thought about it more. And honestly, this is genius. Lee Priest has always done whatever he wanted. He didn't care what people thought. He competed when they told him not to. He spoke truth when they told him to shut up. He got banned and kept going. So why wouldn't he dress up as the Joker? He's financially set. He's doing this for fun. But let's zoom out for a second, because this video represents something bigger. It represents the evolution of bodybuilding. Back in Lee's era, the 90s and 2000s, bodybuilding was serious. It was about training hard, competing, winning trophies, getting respect. But now, bodybuilding is about social media, brand deals, going viral. The sport became an industry, and the athletes became influencers. Chris Bumstead, Mr. Olympia, probably makes more money from his clothing brand than from winning Olympia. The game changed. It's not about trophies anymore. It's about attention. And Lee Priest is now playing the influencer game. He's doing Joker cosplay for gym clothes. He's not pretending to be serious. He's not acting like this is dignified. He's leaning into the absurdity. He's saying, yeah, this is ridiculous, but it's funny, and I'm getting paid. That's the energy. At the same time, bro, this is what bodybuilding has become. We went from Arnold Schwarzenegger becoming the governor to Lee Priest dressed as the Joker. The sport lost its mystique. It used to be about excellence. Now it's about entertainment. And I'm not saying entertainment is bad, but when a legend like Lee Priest has to dress as a comic book villain to stay relevant, that says something about where we at. You know what's crazy? The Joker is the perfect character for Lee. Think about it. The Joker is a guy who got screwed by the system. He tried to play by the rules. It didn't work. So he said, I'm going to do my own thing. He became a villain in the eyes of society, but to himself, he just being real. That's Lee Priest. He got screwed by the IFBB. He tried to play their game. They banned him. And the bodybuilding establishment treated him like a villain. So yeah, Lee dressing as the Joker is not random. It's poetic. The comments section. I went through the comments on Lee's video, and they're hilarious. Some people are like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen, laughing emoji. Lee is a legend. I don't care what he does. I bought 3 hoodies just to support this man. Other people are like, what happened to bodybuilding? This is embarrassing. Lee used to be my hero. Now he's doing this. And honestly, both reactions make sense. It is funny. It is embarrassing. It's both. That's the world we live in now. Everything is content. Everything is a brand. Even legends got to dress up as Batman villains to pay the bills. But let's ask the real question. Did Lee Priest lose his mind? No. He's just playing the game. The game changed. He adapted. He's 53. He's not winning Olympias, but he could put on a purple suit and get millions of impressions. Look, I'm not saying you should dress as the Joker, but the lesson here is that the world rewards attention more than excellence. You could be the best at something and still be broke, or you can be entertaining and make millions. Lee Priest was excellent, got banned. Now he's entertaining, getting paid. That's the game. Is this video ridiculous? Yes. Is it hilarious? Also yes. Did Lee Priest lose his mind? No. He's just a 53-year-old bodybuilder trying to make money. And honestly, he's doing it better than most. Because while other retired bodybuilders are selling fake natty programs, lying about their TRT doses, pretending they're still relevant, Lee is like, fuck it. I'm going to be the Joker. I'm going to make it funny, and I'm going to get paid. Look, I got love for Lee Priest. The man is a legend. He stood up to the IFBB when nobody else would. He got banned and kept going. He's a real one. So if he wants to dress as the Joker and sell gym clothes, let him live. At least he's having fun. He's out here getting that bag. Final thoughts. If you see Lee's Joker video and you think this is embarrassing, I get it. Lee Priest got banned from bodybuilding for being too real. And now he's dressed as a villain to sell clothes. And you know what? He's probably laughing all the way to the bank. So use code PRIEST. Get your 30% off. And remember, life's too short to take shit seriously. Even if you're a legend. Especially if you're a legend. I'm Zerk. Stay real. And if you ever see me dressed as the Joker, just know I'm getting paid. Peace. P.S. Lee, if you see this, Bro, you're a legend. Keep doing you. And if Young LA wants to sponsor me to dress as Two-Face, I'm down. Let's talk.